What is up, you guys? Welcome back to Kenny Tarot YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do us a favor and subscribe and join the family. What you waiting for? Our family is comprised of many people who are for different backgrounds, but are just so amazing, so beautiful, and we're waiting. But I hope you guys are doing well and amazing. But today, we got a topic for y'all. The topic is titled, Who is your non-romantic soulmate? Now, I don't know if y'all know this, but my theory is that I feel like we have many soulmates that, are incarnated into different aspects of people that we encounter. Of course, there's the obvious one, which is the romantic soulmate, but I also believe soulmates can incarnate as your best friend, as your family member, as whatever. Sometimes I'm not sure about this, but even pets. But my point is, I want to really explore that there's different types of love that we should also be focusing on. And so this reading is going to have spirit highlight maybe specific characteristics of the exact person who's either currently in your life, or this is someone who's going to be entering your life. It's usually for an important reason, and it's usually for your growth maybe, and also just for your overall fulfillment and enjoyment in this life experience. So hopefully you're interested in this, because I think this is quite important. I always want to emphasize friendships are important, other types of relationships are important. And so this is one of those videos. So hopefully you are excited just as I am. Please do me the favor and choose from these piles. We have pile number 1 with the citrine. We also have pile number 2 with the amethyst, pile number 3 with the green aventurine, as well as pile number 4 with the black tourmaline stone. Please choose what you got, and now with your eyes, and I will catch you at your reading. What is up, pile number 1? This is for those who picked the citrine stone. We're about to find out who is your next non-romantic soulmate, or who is your next romantic soulmate. I meant to say not next, but y'all get it. So the cards that they gave us are 8 of Swords. We also have the 6 of Torches, 6 of Wands. We have Temperance card in reverse. We have Giving and Receiving, number 6. This is the 6 of Pentacles, right? Yeah, 6 of Pentacles. We also have the Butterfly, Beauty. We also have number 14, Moderation. Playtime, River, Movement, and this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 1. The first thing that they told me was that this is a friend. This is a friend that's coming through, or a friend that's already amongst your midst. Like I said, the soulmates that are going to be described are either already in your life, or people that are going to be joining your life. So if there's nobody who seems to fit the bill, or who fit the description that's currently in your life now, then that means it's someone that's coming through that's going to be meeting you in the future. So, and the other thing that they're telling me is that this is someone who you guys are the same, but extra. So what I think what they're trying to say is that you guys are the same, but I think you guys maybe personify or embody an extreme version of an aspect of them, if that makes sense. So for example, one person is coming across as, I would probably describe as the moon, the other person is like the sun. Okay? So it's like that type of dynamic. This person is very much, the only sign that's coming through the loudest, and it doesn't have to be the sign, but Leo is coming across very loudly for this person, because it's typically the type of personality that's like all eyes on me, I'm the star of the show, that type of personality, but it's not in a bad way. But let's begin. We have the Eight of Swords here. The Eight of Swords here indicates that it feels like a friendship for sure. This friendship, the soulmate friendship, the purpose is to remove any type of limiting beliefs that you may have of yourself. And this is also referring to this friend that's coming through as well. You guys both have things that you guys are going to learn from each other just by existing and just by being yourself. There are I feel, some insecurities with either you have or maybe this person has that you guys are going to help each other with. And this is actually going to be the key to how your life is going to progress. Like if you're trying to be very successful in your career, or you're just trying to, get to a certain goal, reach a certain goal or aspiration in life, this is actually the missing ingredient. Because it's coming across as one person lacks maybe the confidence, being self-assured, that type of ambition, that boldness. One person lacks that, while the other person lacks more so of the introspective, the deep, the calm nature, maybe some of the more feminine attributes such as intuition, emotional capabilities, those type of things as well. So it's like one person has all of that, the other person has all of the other aspect, and it seems as though that's what's going to be influencing each other so that you guys can both grow and progress. This person with the Six of Torches, with the Six of Wands, this is someone who is very much adored, very much well revered and admired by people. This could be someone who's very popular. I do get the sense that this person is actually quite good looking. I think they have a lot of admirers. You guys are coming across as the unlikely pair. Like, I think you guys, even visually, just looking at both of you guys, will be like, you guys are friends? Because it's like, it's coming across like the Hermit and the Sun. Like the Hermit and like somebody who just wears all black, while somebody who's wearing all colors, who get along amazingly, you know what I mean? But this is someone who could be quite established or have some type of status within their society, community, or career or field. They're very the type of person that's one of those friends that will encourage you all the time, even for like the most mundane thing, like that's my best friend, like that type of chant that is going in my head right now. They're here to boost you up and really give you the validation that you've probably been missing, that you are the ish. Now we also have the Temperance card in reverse. This is referring to moderation is needed. This is really about balance is needed. And what I mean is that, like I said, you guys represent an extreme part of each other's personality. Like, for example, this person's coming across as more of the vivacious, more of the outgoing type of personality, while you are giving, or it seems like you are giving me more so of the, introverted, the one who doesn't like social interaction. And if that's not you, then it could also be flipped. But that's just the dynamic I'm getting. And so it's this friendship that's coming through. It's about balance. It's about, this is the reason why it's kind of, you guys kind of agreed upon this prior to incarnating in here, is to really help each other out. And you guys will both learn from each other, just from, like I said, just from you being yourself. You guys are going to be both in a great influence on each other. Now we also have number 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. I do believe this could indicate their generous nature that this person may have, but I also believe this is once again the purpose of this friendship is the fact that you're getting something out of it, this person's getting something out of it, and I think it's really highlighting the fact that you guys are both going to be absorbing each other's type of energy so that you guys can be more balanced. And this is going to help you guys be more dynamic and really going to help you guys further progress in your own lives. But for sure, this could also indicate, I really feel like this person is of a elevated status. This person could be maybe a CEO, boss, or something like that. But they're giving me like elevated status, which usually typically comes with a lot of money. And it's not to say that's what's going to, be a major basis of what the friendship's about. But I really feel like this is the type of friend who is like, if this person wants you to come with them to go to like Tahiti, and you'd be like, you know what, I can't do that because I don't have money. They're like, what are you talking about? It's all expense paid. I got you. That's that friend. And it's like, you don't have to pay them back. You don't have to, they're not going to remind you about it later on in the future. This is because they really enjoy you. They enjoy your company, and this is that energy that they're going to be giving you. I can already see that this is someone who is meant to also bring some joy and fun into your life. And of course, money does help with that. Now we also have the butterfly, which is described as beauty. The butterfly also indicates a transformation that's going to be occurring because of this friendship. I do believe, once again, this person is actually very good looking, and this person also is going to, I think it's really with you, I think you're beautiful, but it's more so like you don't necessarily see how beautiful you actually are. This is that friend who is going to really improve your own perspective about yourself. And I also believe this is one of those cases in which you can't judge a book by its cover, because like I said, you guys come across as the unlikely pair. And it's like people just looking at you two standing next to each other wouldn't get it. But if they actually had a conversation with you both, they'll be like, okay, now I see. Now we also have moderation, which kind of speaks about the temperance card that we just received. This is once again, we're talking about balance. Balance is what Spirit really wants to make the theme of this friendship. Is the fact that you guys will both be receiving some type of addition to your own personality and your own being, and it's going to just really add an element that's really going to enhance it, and it's going to be very useful as you progress in life. And we also have playtime. Once again, this is about fun. This is going to be, I don't see fighting. I mean, obviously not all friendships are going to be sunshines and rainbows throughout the whole entire friendship, but I see that the purpose of this is really to have fun, to really lighten each other's mood, and to really, they're also saying that to even see the good in people. So maybe there are some of you guys who have gone through some bad friendships in which you are like, you know what, especially if you're one of those people who are oh, this is why I don't, I know a lot of girls for some reason who are my friends that are like, yeah, I don't befriend other girls. And I have to keep my mouth shut, because my opinion on that is just, well, it probably cause an argument. But I just be like, that's me. And the reason behind it is usually very stereotypical and really just, it's low-key misogynistic. I'm not even gonna hold you. But my point is, this could be a friend of the same sex that maybe you didn't necessarily want to engage into a friendship with in the beginning, but then all of a sudden you guys had one conversation and it just hits. Yeah. And we also have river and movement. This is like the missing ingredient. I think they've already said that this is a missing ingredient for you guys to progress further in life. And it's the effect that this friendship will have on both of you guys that will cause you guys to really see much improvement in other aspects of your life as well. So let's get into the last card. We have Cain, and it reads, pay attention to your health. They're showing me like swords, which is also like thoughts. They're showing me like thoughts, so I have to assume this is regarding mental health. I really feel like there is one person in this group who's been going through it mentally and has yet to really, it feels like this friendship is going to be very cathartic for you, very relaxing, not stressful. This is going to be one of those friendships in which after a long day and a draining day, or maybe you are in a family who is just like, who is exhausting to be around with, this is going to be that friend that's going to be like, this friendship is going to be a place of solace for you. But I'm getting mental health, like this could be like maybe some people are suffering with depression, because I do feel like this is someone who's going to add just a burst of color into what feels like a gray life. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this is a friendship, a soulmate friendship that's coming for you or that's already around you. Cherish this. This is an amazing friendship that we have going here, and hopefully you can appreciate it. Okay, so with that being said, pile number 1, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 2? This is for those who picked the amethyst stone. We're about to find out who is your non-romantic soulmate. The cards that they gave us are the 7 of Cups. We also have the 5 of Pentacles. We also have the Sun card in reverse. We also have the 9 of Cups, number 9, which is dreams coming true. We also have the Horse. We have change, number 5. We have empowerment. We have tree, grounding. And we also have this card that we'll get into later. Pile number 2. The immediate feeling that I just got was, this is a child. Child. In fact, I feel like a young boy. Although it doesn't have to be, it just feels like a young boy. But definitely child energy is what I'm getting. It's just very strongly coming up as a young boy. So, what's happening is that this is a child who was a product of your manifestation, actually. Now, I don't know if you are actually the parent. I don't know if you're going to be like the older sibling. None of that is actually clear, but this could be just some of the scenarios of how this may happen. Or you may not even actually conceive this child. Maybe this is a child that's adopted. But it's coming across as a child who doesn't, it feels like the reality that this child lives in has not necessarily been kind to them, or they don't feel like they've been treated fairly in this reality. And so this soulmate relationship is really, the purpose is to really instill into this child hope, and you're really going to transform this child. Yeah. I think the path that they would have gone without you and without your influence and without your presence would have been a very dark path. But because this is actually coming to be, and this could be someone that you already know, but for a lot of you guys, this is a future child that you will be bonding with. But because you are going to be in this soulmate relationship with them, it's really going to impact them drastically and really kind of just shift the course. You know, they were once on another path, but now their life path has changed due to your influence. And it's now on a more brighter and more positive path. Seven of Cups. So I just don't get this person is even, or this child is coming across as someone who it's like there's moments of time where they just don't want to be here. They want to escape. They daydream a lot. I think, once again, it feels like reality has not been kind to them, is what they can keep saying to me. So what I feel like that's translating, and please do not take everything that I'm about to tell you now. Please only take what resonates. But I'm getting like a child who's either adopted, a child who's grown from maybe from poverty, a child who has maybe like a physical deformity, a child who has autism, a child who has like some type of disability, a child who has some type of diagnosed, I guess, mental disorder. I'm seeing also a child that could be very temperamental, who maybe had, who maybe had behavioral issues. I'm getting that, but I'm also getting this is what has made them feel like they weren't necessarily loved. And so I think oftentimes this child does daydream of another life that they wish they could have. And I believe you're going to actually give, or at least mold them so that they could have that life, or to really give them that life yourself. The Five of Pentacles here speaks about loneliness. This is lonely. And it also speaks about maybe this is someone who could have gone through some type of, maybe lived in poor housing or something like that. Maybe never really had much, and that kind of affected their way of living, of course. But I'm really getting very abandoned energy, neglect. This could also be a child who was maybe abused somehow. But this is indicating for me that this is a child who maybe lost faith and lost any type of hope. And you are coming in like a guardian angel, really. We have the Sun card here. I don't see that this child knows that that they're loved so much by you. They're unaware. And it's because they have a lot of things that they're thinking about and daydreaming about. And I think maybe a lot of things that you're going to do for this child, maybe some of the things that you're going to say are ways that shows that you love this child. But for them, it's like, what are you doing? Because it's so foreign to them. It feels like they're so unaware that they are loved by you. The Sun card in reverse indicates, though, that their happiness, their idea, the child's idea, and the child's idea of joy and happiness is on its way, and it's going to be because of you. You're going to have such a huge impact and influence on this person. I kind of feel like this is a combination, the Nine of Cups here, dreams coming true. I kind of feel like this is a combination, this is a product of both of you guys' wish, the child's and yours. I don't know, maybe you wanted a younger sibling, or maybe you did want a child of your own, or someone you can raise. This is coming through, and this feels like the child really wants a family, wants people that loves them, wants to feel like whatever they have will not be taken away. Wants some sense of security and stability. These are the wishes that you guys both have, and this is the universe kind of fulfilling it simultaneously. The horse. And it says, accepting help from another, delegating authority. This child needs you. And maybe in some ways you need this child as well. I think you need this as well. You could be someone who's maybe gone through, maybe there were some health complications that you've been through, or maybe maybe you miscarried, or maybe you could have gone through any type of complications where it didn't necessarily allow you to have a child of your own. This is here to mend that. This child is coming through to mend that. You guys are both helping each other in your own way. We have number 5, which is change. I see a huge transformation. Now they're showing me the strength card. I get that this child is it's definitely viewed a certain way by people. But you see their best qualities, and you don't see them in a bad way like everyone else does. This could be someone who has like behavior issues, like issues that could potentially be like legal, things like that. But it's almost as if you can tame them. You can groom them to actually be a good citizen, a good person. And I think they're also going to instill a change within you as well. I do believe, though, this soulmate relationship that's coming through is not going to be easy all the time. It's not going to be smooth all the time, but it's not meant to. Because those tough, challenging times, those moments are meant to instill some type of change. In time, this child will be more receptive, and it's because it's so foreign to this child, but in time, this child will be more receptive to where they can completely embody these changes to where they're a completely brand new person. They've grown into who they're really meant to be. We have empowerment. So they just show me who this child is kind of going to grow up to be. They show me the King of Swords. This child is going to grow up to be such a powerful figure in whatever community and whatever field that they're in. I also see a very successful person, very focused person, very intelligent person. very calm nature as well, very rational, someone who thinks before they act or speak, very articulate individual. And that's because of you. Their adulthood, it's like night and day compared to their childhood. And that's because of you. And we have tree, which is grounding. So this soulmate relationship is really here to have this child really establish new roots, a new family, a new home of sorts. And they find that with you. And as I stated before, there's a mutual beneficial type of relationship. This child in some ways is going to help you as well. I feel like you've now achieved a new level or just a different type, or maybe the family you always wanted. This is beautiful. The last card that we have Candle. You'll be shown the way. So kind of Spirit is also saying that in those challenging moments when it comes to this child, you will instinctively and intuitively know how to handle it and know where to go, know what to say, know what to do. And on the other hand, this child will also be led to the right path. It's going to be because of you. So, you are doing God's work. And, but this child is going to be a blessing to you. This is not just work. I know child number 2, you're someone who wouldn't even see this as work, but this child's going to be a blessing for you as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 3? This is for those who picked the green adventuring stone. We're about to find out who is your non-romantic soulmate. The cards that they gave us are the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. We also have the 5 of Torches in reverse. And we also have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. We have number 1, Manifest, which is obviously the Magician. We also have Focus, number 33. We have number 37, which is Time Out. We have Pay Attention. We have Forest, which is Breathe. And this card that we'll get into later. So the first thing that they told me was like rivalry. It's like an underlining tension for it's like friends there's always tension around, but it almost seems like it's something that you guys shouldn't speak about, if that makes sense. Like secretly competitive with one another. You know how sometimes I think when it comes to friendship, I think maybe a little bit of light competition is fun or really healthy. Like maybe oh, I'm going to become a doctor first before you. So no, I'm going to become a doctor before you. And you okay, well, you better make sure. Like that type of motivational type of competition is great. That's not what I'm getting here, though. I'm getting more so like, oh, I wish you would fail so I could look better. This feels like an ex-friend for a lot of you guys. Or at least a friend who their energy is still around you, though. Even if you haven't spoken to this person, their energy is still around you. And it's like, it's competitiveness. I almost feel like sometimes petty. And the thing is, the purpose of this, what it seems like the purpose is that this friendship could have been a distraction for you. Because I see that a lot of you guys may have goals that you need to attain, and yet this is what was standing in the way, this friendship. And I feel like the other purpose could be, maybe this is going to be a friendship that you've had or that you will have, that will show you the type of people that you actually do need to keep in your circle, and the people that you don't need to keep in your circle. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. You guys, they keep showing me you guys are actually building something or actually trying to create something for you. This could be maybe you guys are trying to graduate. You guys are trying to get your degree. You guys are trying to get your career off the ground. Maybe some of you guys have business of your own that you're trying to create. I see that this friendship was like not something that, it was definitely not conducive. I almost feel like this is the type of friend, oh, and I don't want to say this, but I feel like I have to, the type of friend who you know that this friend was not really necessarily here to, like, they never really wanted you to be successful. It's like one of those friends in which, like, they're okay with being friends with you as long as you're not doing better than them. And some of you guys may ask, okay, well, why would that be a soulmate? That's actually very common, a common type of soulmate, such as that, because it's there to really incite some type of growth within you, or some type of realization that maybe this is, and give you some type of revelation as to who you need to keep around and who do you not need to keep around. Because I kind of feel like, because of this friend of yours and you engaging in this friendship, it kind of put everything else that you have going in your life on hold. The process, I feel, has been delayed. We have 5 of Torches in reverse. Something happened. Something definitely happened. It was like, maybe there's always been like tension for no reason other than the fact that maybe jealousy. There was always a competitive nature that you guys had. It almost felt like it was sneaky, underhanded, maybe a little bit like shady. And then it blew up. Like, by either a disagreement, argument, blew up. Again, also the Tower card that they're showing me, the image of the Tower card. So, yeah, I feel like there was something that happened that kind of just ended it. But like I said, I feel like the energy is still around you, which means I kind of feel like there wasn't really necessarily closure. And I think it's also important to get closure, even if it's a friend. I just feel like it just ended on bad terms, without actually getting to tell them how you actually feel about them and maybe the entire friendship overall. I'm getting the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, obviously it's here, I'm getting. But they're also showing me the image of the 9 of Wands. They're showing me this is the friend that makes you be guarded when it comes to making new friends. It's because of this friend. And then at the same time, I can say maybe that's a good thing, because I'm almost sensing that you probably needed a wake-up call. Not everyone's going to be nice. Not everyone has good intentions. And it's important to really protect your energy and be very discerning of who you allow into that energy. The Seven of Pentacles also indicates, once again, I'm getting the sense that you guys were on the path to your own success, or maybe you're currently still on that path. It's just that I feel a delay. I feel stagnation. I feel maybe an influence maybe has caused you to stop. And I think it's because of this friendship. So if you're wondering, oh my God, why are we not friends anymore? This was the reason. Not all soulmate relationships are meant to last forever. They're meant to, some soulmates relationships are meant to teach you a lesson. And I feel like this is one of those cases. I do see a significant need to really sometimes just go ahead life on your own, at least at this point in your life. I feel like there's a lot of things that you still have yet to accomplish that you kind of need to accomplish without any type of distraction. Now we have number 1, Magician, which is manifest. There's a lot of things in store for you in your life, and I think you know that. I think you know that there's a lot of things that you want to accomplish, and it's still due for you. It's still ordained for you, but it almost feels like the timing of it really just depends on you and your own efforts. I get the sense that this friend, I feel like this friend's also, working on their own self as well. But I feel like either you're doing this too, or it could just probably just be them. I feel like you guys are kind of using each other as a reference. Like, let me see. Even if you guys are not friends anymore, but maybe you guys stalk each other's Instagram and be like, let me see. Oh, she just bought a BMW. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna buy an Audi or something else that you consider to be better. So in a weird way, I feel like there are some benefits to it, because it helps you, I guess, motivate you in some way. But I see this, and I see that it maybe had already gone a toxic road. Like, I can see how it could give you some type of influence to really, bring about your goals and dreams maybe quicker. But it's almost as if, okay, but for what? Like, what are you really doing it just to show off, or because you really want to do this? It feels like a friend that was, that you've known for a long time, either grew up together with, or if this is not a friend, this could be even a sibling. But you guys are like friends. You guys are the closest in the family. It feels like you guys knew each other since you guys were childs, or just for a very long time, which makes it harder to, even if you feel the need to let go of something like this, it makes it harder because there is history. Now we have focus, and I kind of feel like this is probably what you are doing with their absence, or this is also something that you could have been doing with their presence. And what I mean by that is that, like I said, in a weird way, this friendship and this dynamic because the competition motivated you to strive for more. But I kind of feel like somewhere in there you're missing the point. I still feel like there's bigger goals that you need to reach, more so than trying to show off. And I think those are the goals that won't actually be reached until this friendship and this energy is deaded. So, if you've been wondering and missing this friend that you maybe have already met, this is Spirit saying, it's time for you to focus on what actually matters at this point. Been there, done that. Now let's move on. That's kind of what Spirit is saying. We also have timeout. This indicates for me that some of you guys have ended this friendship, or maybe have already just had a big enough disagreement to where you guys are not on speaking terms. But I get the sense that you guys are thinking about each other. I feel like this is like you think about them. I mean, the first person to think about when you get up, the last person you think about when you go to sleep. So I do believe this break, it doesn't have to be permanent, but it's necessary. It's absolutely necessary. Because you're going to take some time to really focus on yourself and your goals, and maybe they're going to take some time to do the same. And maybe when you guys both come back, if that is going to happen, hopefully it's a mature friendship this time. We have pay attention. It says, notice repetitious signs in your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. There was a lot of signs within this connection that made you question this friend. Maybe there were some things that were said, some things that were done that you were just like, okay, that's not something that a friend is supposed to be doing, but I mean, we have history, so I'm not going to trip. But there was a lot of signs that at the very least, there needed to be some type of break. And some type of distancing. We also have forest and it's breathe, which also kind of correlates with the timeout card. Yeah, this is now life without them, it feels. And it seems as though Spirit is saying that this was kind of supposed to happen. But it's not to say that you guys won't ever be friends again. In fact, okay, as I said, that they're showing me the Knight of Pentacles. So I believe if you guys are going to be friends again, it's not going to be for a while. And that's a good thing. Because in time, growth would have been achieved on both ends, to where a more mature friendship will hopefully be the result of it. Last card that we have is, we have Death. Pay attention to your work. Kenny speaking now. Pile number 3. Now I'm gonna have to get on your ass, because if Kenny Tarot hasn't said anything before, one thing I've always said, money over love. Now, usually when that love word is said, most people just think it's just romantic love. I'm talking about all love. Money over everything, okay? Just to be clear, if you're allowing friendships, any type of relationship to make you miss work, or make you miss deadlines, or make you miss, your own personal goals for your own business, baby, your priorities are all mixed up. And I'm glad to say that this break, Spirit is saying that this is what the doctor ordered. And by doctor is source, because this is very necessary for you. So, with that being said, pile number 3. I get a sense that a lot of you guys already know who this person is. I get the sense that a lot of you guys know already what you guys are. You're not surprised by what is being said. You just maybe needed a little bit more deeper context as to what the hell is going on behind the scenes. And hopefully you got that, and hopefully you now know what to do. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Bye. What is up, pile number 4? This is for those who picked the black tourmaline stone. We're about to find out who is your non-romantic soulmate? The cards that they gave us are the Seven of Torches, which is Seven of Wands. We also have the Tower card. I really love how this Tower card is depicted. Like the imagery is dope. We also have the Nine of Torches, the Nine of Wands. We have number one, clarity of belief. This is also the Ace of Swords. We have the Lady of the Lake. By the way, when I was laying down the cards, when I pulled this card out, they immediately said parent. They also gave me 10 of, which is number 10, karmic completion. And then they showed this card, which is father healing. They also got ocean, ebb and flow. And this card that we'll get into later. So yes, pile number 4, the soulmate that's coming through is a parent or someone who feels like a parent. It doesn't necessarily have to be a father figure, even though that's the strongest energy here. It could also be a mother or just anyone who kind of raised you and had some type of influence on you growing up that you would consider to be like a parental figure. This is a rocky relationship, isn't it? A very rocky relationship. I can already see the purpose of this connection, or the purpose of this soulmate. I think the soulmate contract was placed in order to really, it feels like, to change people's beliefs, and maybe because of traditions or maybe cultures, that it doesn't necessarily mean that's the only way. You know what I mean? And I kind of feel like you are meant to be the example of straying away from that. So, needless to say, like I said, this is not an easy relationship. So we have the Seven of Torches in reverse. I almost feel like they immediately showed me like a black sheep. You could have been like someone who is not speaking to your family for some reason. It feels like you're not speaking to your family, or either this person has such authority and presence in the family to where their issue with you means that everyone else can't speak to you, you know? This is kind of like you at such a vulnerable state, and almost like everyone's against you. Yeah. So I kind of feel like there was maybe an issue that kind of you guys came to blows with, you and this parental figure. And I kind of feel like it may be due to culture or traditional issues. Doesn't it have to be? But that could be the case. Or maybe it has to do with what feels like what they planned for you to, the life that they planned for you to live. You see how dumb that sounds though? And how crazy that sounds? The life they planned for you, you deterred from it. You strayed away from it somehow. And it did not sit well with this person, this parental figure. And I do see like a big blow up, which is what the Tower card indicates. A big blow up. But the Tower card, let me just tell you this, the Tower card also has the indication that something needed to blow up in order for something else more stronger and usually a lot more better to build upon. This is also the breaking down of false beliefs false tradition. I'm also going to say maybe there was a disagreement about your identity. Maybe you identify as non-binary, or maybe LGBT, or maybe you decided to date someone who was not what your parents had imagined or wanted. I see cultural and tradition being like a major thing. I'm also seeing like society issues. So once again, the Tower card, it's saying that this is kind of like divine intervention as well. Like this blow up was meant to happen because it's meant to shake things up, and things that was once believed as a truth were meant to be broken and crumble. I think this is like one of those cases in which the most homophobic parents had a gay child. The universe loves to do that. But something like that, or the most most religious person, the most religious parent had an atheist as a child. Like something like that, I feel. And you were kind of, this is something that was agreed upon, so that something that can be changed, something that can be built, that was new perspective, and to be more progressive. Because this is so like, I'm getting the sense like this is something that's been like within the family for so long, and it needed to change. And you were just the person to do it. We have 9 of torches. Now the other thing they're giving me is that for some of you guys could be into this, like doing like spiritual work, or you guys could consider yourselves to be a witch, Wiccan, whatever the case may be, and the family does not approve. That's another thing. But the 9 of torches is, it's like this relationship between this parent and you. It's no matter how hard you guys want to make it seem as though you have, no matter how you're like, I'm fine. I see 2 people really hurting, and really just on their last leg. As far as they almost feel like giving up. I've seen emotionally burdened with this. If you guys haven't talked, like I said, this is something that they think about every single day. This person is coming across as an inverted King of Wands. Controlling. Domineering. Yeah. Possessive. It's like, it's no doubt that they don't love you, or it's no doubt that they actually do love you, that's obvious and evident to me. But somewhere down the line, it did become a little bit warped and twisted. It was supposed to be unconditional. What happened? What happened, parent? But they're like almost saying like, you're my baby, you're my baby, you're my baby, you're my baby, you're my baby. This wasn't supposed to happen to you. You weren't supposed to go this route. So we have Ace of Swords, clarity or belief. There's a change, there's a transformation that's going to happen. Maybe you actually did make it some type of change and transformation yourself, which has caused them to, it feels like some of you guys have been disowned or disconnected. I almost feel like this could be like someone who could be like a financial provider or someone, and they kind of just took away it after you disobeyed them in this sense. And what they took away could have just been their love, their acknowledgement. But I'm also seeing like this could be a parent that financially assisted you. But the Ace of Swords indicates that there's going to be a moment where either you realize or this person realizes. I feel like you don't really have much to realize. It's really more this parent. But there's going to be a moment where you guys are going to realize we do have to work through this. I do believe this relationship is due for a change, a transformation of sort, to where you guys actually overcome this. This is not how it's supposed to end. Acceptance will be what comes out of it. Respect, love, that's actually unconditional. These are some of the lessons that are going to be learned and realized. This is coming soon, actually. I feel like it's coming soon. This moment, this talk, this communication is happening soon. We have the Lady of the Lake. Absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. It's time to have an honest conversation. It's time to have an honest conversation, and it's a conversation that I think this parent does not want to have, but they've been wanting some type of communication, even though this is the type of parent that likes to make it seem like they're not bothered when they're like suffering. Acceptance, respect, unconditional love is what this will become after having some type of communication, like an honest, truthful communication. We have number 10. Karmic completion. This is just a phase. And this is the karmic completion is speaking about the contract that you guys have, the soul contract that you guys have, which was this was supposed to happen. And it's meant to, because this parent is meant to have a different perspective about people. I get the sense that you're doing something completely, totally different than what they had intended for you. And you could maybe, And I feel like this is, whatever that is, they're supposed to have developed a new progressive way of viewing life and people. That's the goal. I don't really feel like you have a lesson to learn in this, really. It's really them. I don't really feel like you did anything wrong, to be honest. But, yeah. This is a cycle. There's a brand new one that's going to happen with the ace here. And it's going to be after a very honest communication and honest talk, which is going to be hard for this parent. This parent has a lot of pride. To really say, I'm sorry. I love you no matter what. It was my fault. Those words almost never come out of parents' mouths, but it should, especially when you're wrong. Father healing. This indicates that, of course, this could be a father that we're referring to, but they're showing me the Three of Swords. This parental figure is suffering without speaking to you. And it's like, but you caused this. But like I said, it's the pride. It's the pride that's their biggest downfall. So their biggest lesson is going to be how to really kill that pride and to really remember what matters the most. I see tears. I see tears. And I think it's not necessarily because you maybe chose a different path than what they intended, but it's more so like they feel like they lost you, like you won't talk to them or whatever. I don't get the sense that they even tried to contact you, but they feel like they lost you. Ocean ebb and flow. There's actually a lot of love here. But like I said, in some way, shape, or form, it got warped. And this is just a cycle. It's a very rough patch that you guys have to overcome. And you guys will overcome it. This soulmate relationship is meant to grow from this and progress and be better, a better version of what you guys are. The last card that we have is we have Vulture. And it says depression, anxiety, worry that someone's against you. I mean, this could be you too. I really feel like this parental figure is definitely the one that's depressed as well. Because I see tears. I see like a broken heart. It feels like the parental figure does not yet realize what the issue is or what they're like. I don't feel like the parent doesn't necessarily fully take accountability, and that's probably why this honest conversation needs to happen. Because this person needs to have a aha moment, a realization, an epiphany. So pile number 4, whatever it is, just know that you're definitely not in the wrong at all. It's a very classic case of when old-fashioned parents, and people who choose not to be progressive, they need to be told about themselves. There's still people like this, whatever it is, who are very closed off to the idea that maybe, just maybe, there's people in this world who don't fit your box. Especially this small box. So lesson to be learned here. I don't think this parent has yet to learn it until this conversation is to be had. And I know they're going to tell them exactly who they are. And they need to hear the truth. Raw. So this relationship that you guys have could finally progress in the way that it's meant to. With true unconditional love. So with that being said, pile number 4. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.